Hi there, everybody. I'm Adam Kruger coming to you live from Lincoln inside Pinnacle Bank Arena, where Semifinal Friday has just wrapped up here at the Boys State Basketball Tournament, and the games go on. The top seed in Class A, Bellevue West, taking on Omaha Westside this evening in the Final Four. The third matchup between these teams this season, the T-Birds taking both. One of those in overtime on the Warriors' home floor. Second quarter, Chucky Hepburn, the nice drive for two. T-Birds up at that point double digits. Later in the second, Westside coming back with Reggie Thomas. Hits the shot. Warriors trying to hang around in this one. Still in the second quarter, it's Frankie Fiddler, the pull-up jumper. Bellevue West up 47-30 at the half. T-Bird fans fired up in the fourth quarter. Chucky not done yet, gets the hoop and the harm. He had a game-high 28 points, 12 assists. Bellevue West starting to turn it on. Then later in the fourth, it's John Shanklin with the slam and the cherry on top. T-Birds flying to the Class A championship game, 89-70 the final.
It means a lot, knowing that last year we should have won the state championship last year, and we just didn't push ourselves last year. But this year we're pushing ourselves, and we're ahead of ourselves this year. So I have a belief, and I believe that we could make it.
So the T-Birds will get the winner of Omaha South and Millard North in the late game. The Packers trying to make a return trip to the title game. First quarter, Millard North St. Thomas finding Max Merle for the jam. Mustangs up 3 early, and their fans fired up. Still in the first, it's South's Ty Griggs coming through with the dunk. Packers up 32-29 at the half, and the South faithful liking it. In the third quarter, the Stangs absolutely take over. Hunter Salas, the triple is true. Millard North starting to pull away, and I'll have what she's having. Later in the third, it's more from Salas. Here getting the hoop and the harm. He had 24 points on the night. He would hurt what appeared to be his left ankle late in this one. He would come out of the game, but would return to the court for handshakes. 80-59, Millard North moving on to the final. Meanwhile, over in Class B, it was Omaha Skutt Catholic trying to keep its perfect season alive this afternoon. The top-ranked Skyhawks meeting Elkhorn Mount Michael. The Skyhawks trying to get back to the championship game. Skutt beat the Knights by 20 in its very first game back in December. Second quarter, the Knights' Caleb Brink kicking it over to Parker Hotovy for three. Mount Michael within one at that point. Later in the second, Skutt responding. Charlie Fletcher for three, pushing the Skyhawks lead to 4 at that point. Skyhawk fans going bonkers. Still in the second, it's Tyson Gordon finding Luke Scarr for the hoop. As Omaha Skutt Catholic moving on to the Class B final, 59-55. Meanwhile, Omaha Roncalli taking on Scottsbluff in the other Class B semifinal. The Crimson Pride coming off that overtime victory over Hastings last night. In the fourth quarter, it's Jack Dotzler with the jumper. He finished with 15 points, tying it up at 41 after Roncalli was down 14 at one point. Later in the fourth, it's Roncalli's Shane Orr, 2 of his 24 points. Crimson Pride up by 2. Roncalli fans getting hyped. Under 5 minutes remaining, it's Mitch Hines for 3. Crimson Pride take a 48-47 advantage. Roncalli fans starting to feel it. Under 4 minutes remaining, Jake Orr giving the Crimson Pride the lead for good. As Omaha Roncalli on to the Class B final for the second straight season, 68-55.
It means everything. It's what you dream of as a kid, and we were right there last year. Came up just short, so we have that extra motivation to get back there. And it's a unique experience, and we're not going to take it for granted, that's for sure.
Class C1 semifinals, Auburn and Lincoln Christian. The Bulldogs trying to return to the championship game in the second quarter. It's Daniel Frary. I love that sign. Daniel Frary driving in for 2, putting Auburn up 4. Bulldog fans feeling proud of their team. Later in the second, more Auburn. Cam Binder, 2 of his game-high 24. As the Bulldogs are headed back to the state championship game, 49-37. They will face Ogallala tomorrow for the title. Over in Class C2 tonight, it was UTAN taking on GICC. Pick up the action in the first quarter of this one. It's the Chieftains. Joel Plessick nailing the 3 ball, getting the roll. This one would go into triple overtime tonight, where it is GICC taking it by a score of 47-46. Also today, the Big Ten announcing all organized team activities are suspended until at least April 6th. That does include NU football spring practice. No word on whether or not the red-white spring game will go on. And also, just to recap tonight, Millard North will take on Bellevue West in the Class A championship game. That'll be at 6:30 tomorrow night. And in Class B, Omaha Skutt, meaning Omaha Roncalli at 1 o'clock. That's going to do it for now. Reporting live in Lincoln at PBA, Adam Kruger, 3 News Now Sports.